Giving instructions after the introductions, Cecil Peoples. All right, fans, here we go. The bout you've all been waiting for, the main event of the evening, the Legends Final Challenge, the WKA World Light Middleweight Championship, scheduled for 12 rounds of kickboxing. Introducing to you first on my right, fighting out of the blue corner, entering the ring wearing red trunks with white trim, coming all the way from Osaka in Japan. He weighed in at 148 pounds, considered one of Japan's great young champions with a fine record of 20 wins, no losses, 12 wins coming by way of knockout. Please welcome the WKA Japanese welterweight champion, introducing the undefeated Yoshihisa Tagami. And his opponent across the ring on my left in the red corner, really needing no introduction to the kickboxing fans around the world. Entering the ring, wearing red pants with gold trim, he is fighting out of and representing the Jet Center in Van Nuys, California, by way of Sherman Oaks. His weight, a trim and ready 147 pounds, and his record represents the best in the sport with a tremendous 57 wins, no losses, 49 wins coming by way of knockout. Introducing the man who tonight is making his final appearance in his 20-year spectacular career. Please welcome the five-time undefeated world champion, the one and only legendary Benny the Jet Urquidez. Once again, your referee in charge, Cecil Peoples.
Gentlemen, you already know the rules. I want a good, clean fight. I want you to break on my command. No hitting when a fighter's down. Good luck. Let's rock.
So we're set to go for the WKA World Light Middleweight Championship. An unbelievable response by the crowd here at the Mirage in Las Vegas. A thunderous welcome for Benny the Jet Urquidez. And we're underway. Round number one.
Okay, you always look for Benny to start slow. He's a slow starter.
And particularly after not being in the ring for 4.5 years.
Right, he's not going to try to rush anything.
Chuck, is it important for Tagami to try to set some tone early?
I think they're both setting the pace right now. They're feeling each other out. They're unfamiliar with each other, so they're going to try to feel each other out now and see what they really have power-wise.
Tagami did say earlier his best technique is the lead leg roundhouse kick, which would be his left leg. So I'd watch for that.
Benny the Jet's 20th year of kickboxing, and a solid body kick by Tagami. Another good body kick by Tagami. Solid leg kick there by Benny the Jet.
Solid leg kick by Benny.
Benny the Jet is 16 years older than Tagami. And that completes round one. So an eventful opening round.
Well, it's a feeling out round. You know, again, to see what the other guy has, see how much power he's going to be throwing behind his different techniques. So that round is just to see, feel each other out.
Right, I was pretty impressed with Tagami's hands, though. You know, it looks like he knows what he's doing. He's got his hands up, and he seems to be pretty together.
Like you said, Don, I think it's the new breed. I think one thing the Japanese realized their weakness was their hands, and I think they're making up for that.
Right.
Benny the Jet Urquidez's corner. Stan Ward, Jeff Mulvin, Hector Lopez.
Made that move, you gotta get it off of you. Make a move left first. Don't move right. It's a sneaky right hand. So you move to the right. You make him move that way. He's gonna follow you.
And the corner of Yoshihisa Tagami, Minatoya, and Hiroshi Hana. Benny the Jet Urquidez in the long trunks. Yoshihisa Tagami in the red shorts. And a kick to the body by Benny the Jet.
And a solid right hand by Benny.
Tagami's last fight, he won the UKF World Welterweight title in Japan, June 25th, 1993, a KO in the third round over Eckers. And Tagami going upstairs with a couple of punches.
You know, a lot of people don't realize Benny is left-handed. Although he fights orthodox, his power is that left hook.
Chuck, one thing you can tell right away is Tagami's quickness.
Yeah, he's very fast. You can really see that.
No, it's a slip.
Yeah.
It's a slip.
Yeah.
Nice slip by Benny the Jet. Oh, down goes Urquidez. A right hand by Tagami.
That was not counted as a knockdown.
Yeah.
I think that was a bad call by the referee.
Yeah, it was.
That was a clean knockdown. Tagami's really trying to capitalize on it.
Yeah.
Down goes Tagami.
Yeah,
No.
Benny's got to warm up.
Right.
Benny's still cold.
He's still cold.
Yeah. And that's Benny's biggest weakness is when he's not really warmed up and sweating. He's
There.
very vulnerable.
Right. He needs to stay away for at least another round.
Yeah.
So no knockdown was called.
No.
No knockdown was called. It looked like a clean shot.
Well, it's definitely a Tagami round. It may not be a 10-8 because the referee did not call the knockdown, but there's no doubt about it.
He can only attack you.
Tagami has built up some confidence now, that's for
Yeah,
sure.
there's no doubt about it.
Your movement,
And there's no doubt that
right
the quickness of Tagami got to Urquidez. Don, let's take a look at the knockdown. It was not ruled a knockdown. You be the judge.
It's a clean hit. It's
ball kick when he's
I believe it was the overhand right lands on Benny right here,
right behind,
and
right
that's
behind.
as good a knockdown as I've ever seen.
Chuck, another look at it.
Yeah, it was a knockdown.
And that's coming from two of Benny's friends, so
Yeah. We prefer it not to be, but
right. If I'd had my brothers.
Yeah, we had our brothers, exactly.
So no knockdown was called. We go to the third round. Still, that round has to go to Tagami.
Yeah.
Let's see if Benny does what I was suggesting, which is kind of ease off a little bit, let himself fully recover.
So a knockdown only occurs when the ref starts his count, and apparently it's not ruled to be a knockdown there. Tagami lands the right hand, and Urquidez is in trouble.
You know, the main advantage I see here, I don't know, Chuck, if you see it the same way, but it seems Tagami is just a little quicker than Benny.
Yeah,
He's
he is.
getting off quicker.
Yeah.
That could be the age.
Yeah, that definitely. It's a little second of a reaction.
Right, just a little bit more speed, and Tagami's getting to Benny.
Right.
And Tagami continues to land upstairs with beautiful combinations.
Then he got into a good right, but it didn't seem to phase him.
Well, he's 25 years old, and doesn't have the same effect as it does when you're over 40.
That's exactly right.
Head kick by Tagami. And it seems as though, Chuck, that when Benny throws the kick, Tagami is countering nicely.
Yeah, he's got some good countering moves.
Another good round for Tagami.
But this has happened to Benny before. He's been knocked down before in early rounds and has come back. So we'll see if he can do it tonight.
He's got tremendous heart.
And Benny traditionally a slow starter.
Like I said earlier, yes.
But we'll find out tonight if the age factor has become a big factor. A stunning body kick by Tagami and another.
That's the kind of move that will take the air right out of Benny in the later rounds, where he was always counting on coming on.
Yeah.
Tagami began his martial arts career at age 9. He spent many years perfecting his skills under the Sato Karate Federation, and by the age of 21, he had fought in over 100 karate-style matches at a world-class level. By the way, he's currently a sports instructor at a school in Japan where he instructs kids on things like weight training, swimming, volleyball, aerobics, and more.
All right, let's go back to that big punch by Tagami early in the round.
Well, you know, he seems to be landing these punches not so much on technique, but that he's got just a fraction of a second of speed on Benny. There's one, not a really solid punch with his body behind it, but just the speed of Tagami seems to be getting through Benny's defense.
It was a little short left hand.
Yeah.
All right, so tough first 3 rounds for Urquidez. His best round of the 3 was clearly the first, when not much happened. But the last 2 are very much in favor of Tagami as we head to the 4th. With the vacant WKA World Light Middleweight Championship on the line.
You know, Benny has landed consistently with the jab. I think he should stick with that jab and not get in there right now.
Benny landing a solid right to the body.
I think he'd be well advised to use that jab some more. It seems to be the...
That was the next punch of the fight from Urquidez. It was a right hand, and it landed clearly on the face of Tagami.
I think he set that up with the jab. That's what he needs to do.
It didn't seem to hurt Tagami, though. You know,
Well, that's one of the things that conditioning and youth.
And youth, exactly.
Now Tagami missing a little bit. Urquidez with the body kick.
But that's one of the staples of his reputation, is that he kicks and punches. He does it all. That was a solid leg kick by Benny. Tagami's answering with one, trying to show him that he can do it too.
Under 30 seconds in round 4. Kick to the head by Tagami. Urquidez with a leg kick.
You know, oddly enough, I had said that the old-style Japanese fighters relied on the low kicks to win their fights against Americans. It seems to be one of Benny's weapons tonight.
A better round for Urquidez. A lot of celebrities here tonight to see Benny the Jet Urquidez. David Lee Roth among those in attendance. And earlier tonight, the round of applause that Benny the Jet Urquidez received was equal to that of a rock star. It was just incredible.
Well, he's a hero to a lot of the people here, you know, as a martial artist, as a kickboxer, and as a human being. So it's not surprising.
Back him up.
Chuck Norris, the best punch of the fight for Urquidez, the right hand. Take us through this.
Yeah, Benny came in low with the left jab and came over with the right hand and got a good solid punch on it.
You know, it landed right on the chin. You couldn't ask for a better punch, but like you said before, not much effect.
It didn't phase him.
Urquidez may need a little bit of seasoning, getting back in the ring after 4.5 years off. He may just need the timing. You know, the gym just doesn't do it all.
Right. You know, they call it ring rust.
and kicks often.
He's awake now. He's awake now.
See, now Benny's coming into it now. It took 4 rounds for him to finally...
Oh, good front kick.
Urquidez has 49 knockouts. Talks a little bit about his power over the years in 57 fights. Short leg kick by Urquidez. Tagami to the body with the kick. Good combinations by Tagami.
Benny's working the legs, but Tagami comes in with the hands. Benny's been working his legs.
Yeah.
Tagami almost went down.
Yeah.
Technically, I would have called that a knockdown. Benny kicked, Tagami went down, his glove touched the ground.
No standing 8 counts, WKA American rules.
You know, the Jet reputation comes from a jump spinning back kick that Benny used to throw, and he's actually taken out some of these Japanese fighters because they stand a little wide. Tell you the truth, Tagami looks open for that.
Yeah, he sure does. Yeah, he really does.
Spinning back kick.
Yep.
Another combination by Tagami. Final 10 seconds of the fifth. The right hand landed by Tagami. Benny counters. Benny caught with the left. Tagami's in trouble. Tagami lands another right. And referee Peoples has to step in. A wild end to the round. Tagami is pointing at Benny the Jet, saying he landed after the bell.
I think both of them landed some pretty solid shots, but the last couple landed on Benny pretty solid there.
A wild flurry at the end of the round.
A brutal exchange there. I mean, I saw punches landed on Benny and punches landed on Tagami. I can't really say who was hurt worse right there. Now here's Benny is ahead here. He's landing the punches. Now Tagami comes back right here. Yeah. That right hand right on the chin of Benny.
That right hand was right on the button, Chuck.
Yeah, sure was.
You hit that leg, and hit him leg, hit that one leg here.
Hands up, working good. Working to get the leg kick is good. The front ball kick is great. How's your left hand? You hurt? Hit him with the left hook. You hurt him. You rock.
The will may exceed what the body can do. But we still have to wait. A lot more kickboxing ahead as we move to round 6 of the scheduled 12-round WKA World Light Middleweight Championship bout between Benny the Jet Urquidez and Yoshihisa Tagami. Tagami in the shorts, Urquidez in the long pants. The Thai outfit.
You know, Bruce, they talked about Tagami being an example of the new breed of fighter coming out of Japan. Big overhand right.
Tagami counters, though, and he lands another good left hand. It seems as though every time Urquidez might stagger his opponent a bit, Tagami just handles it and counters.
Well, Benny's landed the big punches, but Tagami's been able to handle them and weather the storm.
Leg kick by Urquidez. Tagami has shown an excellent chin thus far.
I think Benny's got to keep his hands up because that round kick of Tagami, the base of next,
it's deadly.
It's deadly.
Leg kick, quick one, effective by Tagami.
But the jab of Benny is consistently getting in and is scoring. It may not knock Tagami out, it could still run up some points in the judges' scorecards.
To the body with the kick by Benny the Jet. What about down the boxing skills of the two? Just the fists.
Well, Tagami's speed is so much evident over Benny's that, you know, it's not a matter of technique, it's just his speed. He gets in with a sloppy punch where Benny sometimes does it with a clean technique.
A kick perfectly executed by one and then the other. Benny goes low, Tagami goes to the body.
One thing I like about Benny is that he's pressuring Tagami now. The question is how many 12-round fights Tagami has.
The crowd roars as one for Benny the Jet. But another good round for Tagami as Jeff Speakman, another of the many celebrities in attendance, looks on.
You know, I didn't score that for Tagami, mainly because Benny took the fight to him. I didn't really see a clear advantage of hits by one or the other, but Benny was the one taking the fight to him and putting the pressure and bent him up, so I gave that round to Benny.
Urquidez did land a solid right and a pretty good flurry in the middle of the 6th round.
Yeah, it's this kind of thing that I believe gave Benny the edge in this round.
Yeah.
Good, solid, right on the button. The only thing is, didn't have a lot of effect.
And it goes back to Chuck what you're saying. After he scores, his hands are low.
Yeah.
And he's liable to be
He's
countered.
dropping his hands after he catches him with a good solid one. Then he drops his hands.
And then the guy fires back.
He fires back.
We move to the second half of the fight, round number 7.
This Tagami's a tough kid.
And Tagami grabs the leg of Urquidez, gets a warning from Cecil Peoples.
That's it.
Good leg kick
That's
by
what Benny needs to
Urquidez.
do. He needs to work that jab.
If ever there was a tough road game, Tagami is fighting it. He is in a hostile environment. In a very pro-Urquidez crowd.
He came to fight, though.
Trying to do what so many other Japanese fighters have failed to do. Beat Urquidez. Oh, he kicked him right below the belt, and Cecil Peoples called for time. Urquidez apologizes, but he got him squarely right below the belt.
Well, like I said, it's a kind of thing that can happen more in kickboxing than in boxing because two people moving, guys lifting their legs up, it's just a little more common in kickboxing.
Unintentional. Right. Straight front kick by Urquidez.
He's landed that cleanly twice in this fight. Good body shot.
Urquidez with a leg kick, and that time he backed away out of trouble.
That's what he needs to do.
Yeah, he definitely, yes.
Good counter by Tagami.
I think Chuck called it right earlier. Benny will land and then lower his guard and get scored on. I think what he needs to do is keep the pressure on and keep his defense up.
Both fighters landing with the legs. Final seconds of the round. And a quick leg kick by Tagami as the round comes to a close.
Wait, come on, deep breath. Deep breath, okay? One more. Deep breath.
Bro, you would never talk to him. Where's your left hook? I don't see you put the left hook it up. Come on, bro, you can do it. Come on, bro. You can left, man.
All right, guys, first of all, let's take a look at that low blow.
Yeah, like I said, this kind of thing happens. You know, fighters move. You start to initiate a kick. I mean, certainly it's nothing done on purpose.
Yeah, you noticed, Don, he was going for the thigh, and Tagami turned his body.
And now Urquidez coming back, Chuck, later in the round.
Yeah.
This was a very, that was the kick that he's landed twice cleanly. He needs some more of that coming right up the middle. Tagami answers with the same kick.
Right. But then he connected. Tagami missed.
Right.
Bruce Beck, Don the Dragon Wilson, and Chuck Norris ringside as we head to the 8th round of the scheduled 12-round bout for the vacant WKA World Light Middleweight Championship. Tough contest for Benny the Jet Urquidez, coming back after 52 months off against the young, tough, undefeated Tagami from Japan.
Solid leg kick by Benny and a good jab behind it. I really believe that jab has been his best weapon.
You're right, Don. He needs to keep doing it.
He can score every time with it.
Yeah.
Right there. Those are all clean hits. You know, Tagami may not think it's going to knock him out, but it's scoring a point.
A warning to Tagami for grabbing Urquidez's head under his armpit. Decent leg kick. Just missed the spinning back kick.
Yeah, that was dangerous. Had Tagami launched the kick,
If he was on that heel kick,
it would have been over.
Urquidez missing the kick. There's a solid leg kick by Benny the Jet.
slow down a little bit himself.
But that short uppercut made some noise. Another leg kick.
Yeah.
And a front leg body kick by Urquidez. Under 30 seconds in the 8th round.
You know, they're doing more trading this round. You notice they're just standing there giving their best shots, trading blows.
There's a solid head kick by Urquidez. And a short uppercut by Benny. A great action round. This place at the Mirage is up and roaring.
They're going crazy in here. I think they're cheering both fighters. It's just a great fight.
Yeah, Benny has got to stop dropping his hands, though, Don. Because every time he does, Tagami came on with that spinning kick.
Oh, that scared me.
It scared me too.
Sitting here at ringside, you know, I had a cold chill when I saw that kick go by Benny.
Yeah.
Here's Urquidez doing some work.
Good shot.
Yeah, good shot.
One more look at it, guys.
We should show that spin to Tagami.
We should show this slow motion tape to the judges here.
Heading to the 9th round.
That's the kind of thing Benny needs to keep doing, mixing those feet with those hands.
Urquidez against Tagami. Tagami in the shorts. Urquidez is really warming up now. The question is, does he have it at age 41?
I think he's already proven he's got it.
Yeah.
Tagami, a very formidable opponent.
He's turned southpaw. I don't know what that's all about.
A kick by Urquidez to the head.
A lot of times when a fighter will all of a sudden switch to southpaw, it means his legs hurt. Tagami thinks he's got Benny hurt. Seems to be opening up.
Benny's got to keep his hands up.
Leg kick by Urquidez in a counter mode. Big head kick by Tagami.
Hand up.
And this is turning into a brawl.
They're going toe-to-toe now.
Down goes Urquidez. Against the ropes. No call by the referee. No call. And Tagami grabs Urquidez by the head. That's the second time he's been warned.
Well, that's illegal. You can't do that. But, you know, I'm surprised this referee has not called a knockdown on Benny.
Yeah.
Again, there is no standing 8.
Benny shouldn't go toe-to-toe with him. Benny should...
No.
Beautiful combination by Tagami. He's got Urquidez hurt. And Urquidez goes down. And this is indeed a knockdown.
Clean knockdown.
Yeah.
It's just youth. This young kid can just unload. And
final seconds of the 9th round.
Benny's always been known to have a great chin, but
Urquidez is in trouble, and the bell gets him through. So Tagami with the huge 9th round, including the first knockdown of the fight.
Not much. Let the lady breathe.
Get the breathing in. You gotta keep that left hand up. He's coming up and he's switched southpaw. So you gotta watch out. You gotta keep the left hand a little higher because he's leading out the jab. Okay? You gotta hit him right next to the body.
Early in the round, there was a knockdown that wasn't called. Here it is.
right. So far, I think there's been 2 knockdowns that were clean, obvious knockdowns that were not called. There it is.
Yeah.
That was a left hook by Tagami.
And nothing was called.
And nothing was called.
Now this one was a knockdown.
There it is, right hand.
That combination is just furious.
In Tagami's youth, he just would not let up on Benny. That's something Benny has not done when he scored. He's not followed up.
Exactly. He hits and goes
And stops.
Yeah.
3 rounds to go. The legend in trouble. Young Tagami All over Urquidez. And they're trading again.
You know, this is reminiscent to me of the last Leonard fight. You know, he just didn't have the speed that he had in his youth, and he was the man with the defense. Sugar Ray Leonard was
Beaten by Terry Norris, a young super fighter.
his eyes were closed. Benny's getting hit with everything.
He's got the will. He doesn't have the same quickness. That little bit makes a huge difference.
That makes all the difference.
Here's Tagami putting it on.
Benny knows he's in trouble in this fight.
He needs a one-punch knockout. Under a minute to go in the 10th round. Oh, starting again. He turned it around for a moment.
That's it.
Another one.
He needs to finish Tagami off now. This is his chance.
Blood for the nostrils of Urquidez. Tagami is so strong, he just battles back.
His recuperation is incredible. It's what Benny has shown tonight.
If the era comes to an end tonight, it comes to an end amidst this raucous crowd in Las Vegas.
He's rocking twice, but he can't follow up. He doesn't have a follow-up, Don.
He's hurt him, he stuns him, but he does not follow through.
No.
Final seconds of the 10th round.
You know, when Benny was young, he was like a shark. He smelled blood, he went for it. I don't see that tonight.
An incredible round. Tremendous turbulent action all throughout this round. This punctuated it.
This is no doubt the best shot Benny's had tonight. He had him hurt. There he's hurt now. He's letting him off the hook. Benny's head is down. He's missing now. He's not as accurate as he was. He did not follow up accurately. Now Tagami's back together.
Right. See, that's the problem right now is Tagami's probably got it recuperated. Benny
is not.
No.
It doesn't happen after 40.
Nope.
Two-minute rounds, 2 rounds to go in this 20-foot square ring at the Mirage in Las Vegas. And a head kick by Tagami. The Japanese welterweight champion, the world welterweight champion in the UKF, the Universal Kickboxing Federation. The undefeated youngster, 25 years of age from Osaka, Japan.
And he's got to keep his hands up.
He's up against a legend, but Benny just doesn't seem to have the speed he had when he was young. He's got the heart, the technique, the will, but not the speed.
Right hand landed by Urquidez.
Oh, he's got him hurt. He's got him hurt again. Yeah, he's hurt.
Now's the time.
This is it.
This is it.
He's got to get him off.
Before he recovers.
He's hurt. He's bleeding.
Got to recover.
He's bleeding. He's hurt. He's got to take him now.
Now's the time.
Right now.
Tagami battles back.
This is where the heart comes in.
It's heart versus youth.
Have it.
It's heart versus youth out there.
Body kick off the break by Tagami. Urquidez landing a solid left hook. He's doing it a lot on memory. Leg kick, but back comes Tagami. Both fighters are bloody.
You know, Tagami has been a hell of a puncher in this fight. I mean, then he goes to the leg, Tagami comes back with the hand.
He's got a lot of power in those fists.
And Tagami's chin has been outstanding.
He gets hurt, he's back in there in a second.
And that quick body kick. Benny the Jet had a chance in that round. He had a chance, but Tagami wouldn't let him get away with it. And now there is 1 round to go. Perhaps in the career of Benedict Urquidez, a legend of the kickboxing industry. Back we go to the middle of the 11th round.
Okay, this is where Benny got him hurt and did not follow up. Tagami recuperated quickly, and Benny just let him crowd him, hold him. The referee should be breaking him up right there, because Tagami is obviously tying Benny up. He's holding him.
Here we go. 1 more round. 2 minutes of boxing. Maybe 2 more minutes in an era. Undefeated 57-0 Urquidez against undefeated 20-0 Tagami. Tagami is got to go out back in this round. He's got to come on strong. He's too close to fight.
I've got Benny hit slightly, but, you know, you can never tell what the judges are calling here. It's everybody's opinion.
Big kick to the head by Tagami. Benny's got to pull out every ounce
Every stop, everything he's got. This is it. This has got to be a big round for Benny.
Yeah. Well, if Benny gets that overhand right like he has twice before, he's stunning. Maybe he can have an outside. That's what we're talking about.
Right, yeah, that was the one.
That was the one. A spinning back.
Got him to over for it. Totally.
Yeah.
That's what he needs.
Yeah.
Tagami looking over to his corner for the first time in the fight. Under a minute to go. Tagami missing. Cecil People separates the fighters with 40 seconds to go. 30 seconds to go. Crowd comes alive, shouting Benny's name again. Urquidez looking for that one big spinning back kick, but it was blocked nicely.
Yeah, Tagami's looking to his corner, trying to figure out what to do here.
Tagami pushes Urquidez off into the ropes.
Both fighters are very weary right now. They're both holding on.
Yeah. 10 seconds, inside of 10. Gonna be in the hands of the judges here at the Mirage, and let's listen to this crowd. Spectacular finish. Both fighters were raised by their respective corners triumphantly and carried around the ring. Now it's in the judges' hands. Big question is, if in the 9th round, that knockdown counted for a 2-point differential with the judges, how much that'll weigh here in the whole fight.
I think it's what's going to weigh the whole thing here tonight.
Right.
That knockdown.
Right, because other than that, it was a very close fight.
Yeah.
One knockdown, it came in the 9th. There were 2 others that we thought could have been knocked out, but were not called.
That could be the deciding point right there.
Urquidez showing tremendous will and technique. The one thing he lacked a bit of, and it's maybe a millimeter, it's the quickness.
Right, the speed wasn't there. The recuperative power was not there also. Benny would get stunned. It would take him a little longer to get back together than Tagami.
And I think what you're saying, ring rust too, I think, Don, is a big thing here. You know, you can train, but when you're not in the ring fighting, it's a whole different thing, isn't it?
Absolutely.
Tagami fought a sensational fight. Let's go back for a moment to the 9th round. First, the knockdown that was not called by the referee.
Yeah, there's no doubt this was a clean knockdown by Tagami. You know, had all these knockdowns been called, it wouldn't have been a close fight.
Here it comes, right up against the rope.
It was the left. It was the left.
All right, later in the round, there was a knockdown. There was no doubt about this because Urquidez was in big trouble.
Right, the overhand right, another right, and multitude of punches. Punches in bunches.
All right, here we go. We go up to the ring to Jimmy Lennon Jr. for the official decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, before I read the score totals, we've all seen an outstanding 12 rounds of action. No matter who the winner is, they both deserve a round of applause of recognition. Benny Urquidez, Yoshihisa Tagami, outstanding 12-round championship bout. Well, fans, after 12 rounds of kickboxing, we do have a split decision, and here are the score totals. Judge at ringside, Dave Moretti scores about 114 to 113, Benny Urquidez. Judge at ringside, Dale Bakey scores about 115 to 113 in favor of Yoshihisa Tagami. Judge at ringside, Fred Royers scores about 116 to 113 in favor of the winner of the WKA World Light Middleweight Championship and still the undefeated legend of kickboxing, Benny the Jet